You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities, and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dini Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what is up? And welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio Podcast right here on iHeartRadio. And I'm your host, dini-mussolini. We have a very special guest, so you definitely want to stick around for that. All right, if you're going to take the trouble to do something, then do your best. You will never go wrong by aiming for the higher ground. Fads and trends may come and go, but excellence never goes out of style. When those around you are agonizing on how to do it cheaper or with the minimum commitment or I want you guys to put your focus on how to do it right. When those around you are searching for gimmicks, direct your attention towards the real, lasting substance. Quality will make you a winner. Commitment and excellence will bring you to the front. Pursue the higher ground. It won't be easy, and because of that, few will even bother with doing that, but it will be the best thing that you can do. Relish the difficult challenges. They are the ones which will bring the most spectacular results. Take on the tough projects. They carry the biggest opportunity for excellence. Aim high, persist, and you'll most certainly get there. Take that from me, Dini-Mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music or Inside the Book. Inside the business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. So one time for my people who are indigos, crystalline or starseeds, or for my Vigilantes audience family. And 2 times for my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 4 solid years. I appreciate all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, movies, and research in every aspect, and we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award-winning artists to nominees to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology geniuses, visual artists, from authors to professors and aliens. Or people think they're aliens. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out. To book an interview or just to share a real cool story, email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. And that's V as in Victor. I'm passionate about what I do, just as passionate about what you do. And together, yes, together, we can get your voice heard by the people who should hear it. So let's create something incredible. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. text that number to your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the homepage, you can slap that go live button and you'll be right here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. Feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much and we take up the entire hour. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/onlyonemediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, or any app from the Google Play or iTunes Store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we ever aired.
All right. Again, welcome to the show. You're listening to Vigilantes Radio Podcast right here on iHeartRadio. And again, I'm your host, Dini-Mussolini. Our very special guest for tonight's segment is King-Harlem. And we make music to share it with the world. And to have our voices fall upon, the entire world of deaf ears will be a tragedy, to say the very least. No one wants to be that tree falling in a forest somewhere making no sounds. These are gifts from our Creator, from our muse, and for the youth to minister or give back to our communities in the form of music that they can relate to. After all, sometimes an artist makes the soundtrack to our life's movie. You know, the ones where we play the starring role. All right. But King-Harlem doesn't have to worry about that tree falling in the forest that no one hear. You'll hear him come in. His music sounds as if he's bringing a whole host of muses and high energy with him. And with that, let's go ahead and welcome him to the show. King-Harlem, you're now live in the midst with all of us. How's it going?
I say, what's happening?
What's up?
How
are you doing, man? I'm feeling okay. How about yourself?
I'm blessed, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So we're going to jump right to it, man. Thank you so much, for sitting down and chatting with me. A lot's going on with you, I presume. But, with the whole pandemic, you may be forced to sit down like a lot of us are. Has that affected your creativity any, or forced you to change release dates, anything like that?
I had a couple family members pass away from it, so it I guess you could say it helps. You start to think about all the times you spent with you spent with them. And to me, I just like to put that pain or that struggle into the music. So I look at it both ways, a good and a bad.
For sure. So from your perspective, how did being an artist come to be?
Well, it just came for the love of the art, for the love of the noise, for the love, from the love of the drums and the voices, different voices, and the way they put the words together. And I wasn't a good colorer. I ain't a painter, but for some reason I can play with these words and I can put them together in a good way, in a good package, and I just fell in love with it.
For sure. So let's talk about your personal life. Where are you from originally?
Man, I'm from the ghetto of Baltimore City. I'm from the city of addiction. I'm from the city of pain, struggle, envy, hate, love. I'm from Green Mountain, Barkley, east side of Baltimore, the heart of the city.
All right, cool deal, man. So, what was life like for a younger King Harlem growing up?
Man, you know, as a youngin', life was life was good, man. My mother brother, he was in in the hustle game. He was in the streets, and that's like the early to mid '90s. So life was good. I was a kid, so everything was good. Outfits and Reeboks, and, fresh K Swiss, cable. So, life was good as a kid, up until a certain age.
So when did things start to change?
Well, my uncle got locked up in like 90 something, like 97 or something like that. So I say the money ran out probably like 2000. So I was like 11, 12 when life became normal. When you couldn't get everything you want, but you can get what you need. And
sure.
Around 11, 12, that's when things changed, and had to grow up.
Yeah. So let's fast forward, man. Do you feel any pressure to succeed nowadays?
Man, I always feel pressure, but the only pressure I really feel is just pressure to live, pressure to survive another day. And the music, I don't really feel pressure, from that. I got goals that I want to achieve, and by any means possible. By any means possible, I'm gonna achieve them. That's the only pressure.
So it's more of life pressure and not musical pressures. As far as cool. Is it pressure that you're creating, or is it just the society around you?
Yeah, just the society around me, man. I'm not where I was. Life's a little more easy, but it's still a struggle. It's still a journey, and I just try to use everything, all that, just to put into the music. And music changed so much.
Yeah.
That's the pressure right there too. To not try to do what everybody else do. In some way you're gonna do what somebody else did, but not try to follow what everybody is doing at the same time.
Yeah.
And that'd be the biggest pressure, man. Really, because when you talk to these dudes who are making beats, and it gets to the point where all the beats sound. They just like, damn, your beat sound like I just came from somebody. Y'all got the same sound, like.
Yeah.
So to try to, stay in my own lane, that's the only pressure as far as music.
For sure.
It's not hard to try to do what everybody else do. It's not hard at all. And then you get lost in it.
Yeah. And the game is oversaturated with that sound.
Yeah, man.
Man.
It need his own name. That's crazy because I was just talking to my little brother. I said, man, that need his own name because that's not rap. I mean, I'm not talking about, talking bad about it because I enjoy some of it. But to a point, that's not rap. It's not rap. It's like, I mean, if you want a gangster rap title, all right, it's a gangster R&B, but it's not rap. It's no longer rap when there's no rapping. And when it's all harmonizing what they want to, I mean, that's singing.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm not a singer, and I can't try to sing. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't try to, and I just can't do it, man.
You tried the auto-tune and all that?
Yeah. I mean, I like the auto-tune. We was doing the auto-tune like way back, like even before Future was doing it. Yeah. But the engineer I used to deal with, he wasn't on it. He was like, nah, man, rappers don't use that. You can't even hear the auto-tune anyway. But you can hear it. But, he was used to T-Pain and everybody singing on it. My song was rapping on it. You can only hear it on certain things, but you can hear it though.
Yeah.
But now it's like everybody using it.
Yeah.
I mean, but man. I don't like to use it a lot though. I don't like to use auto-tune a lot. I just like to use it, once in a while. I ain't a fan of it now as I was back then.
Yeah. I guess you can use it like, when the beat calls for it, the mood calls
for
it.
Right.
Gotcha. So, given that everything pretty much sounds the same and mainstream, I'm not gonna lie, it does. What's currently playing on your playlist that's inspiring you to create?
Man. My playlist is different. That's crazy. I just made a playlist a couple of days ago too. My playlist is different, man, because I find myself, since I'm in the studio every day, like a lot of other artists, I can't really enjoy the new music. And what I mean by that is I listen to it for probably about 30 seconds, and then I start getting deep into it, like, damn, that nigga using reverb on his ad-lib. That's what they doing now. That nigga got a lot of EQ. Damn, I wonder how you get that sound. I wonder how you made that sound. So, I get so deep into it, I catch myself listening to the same song about 10 times, but I'm only trying to catch the things that he's using, like all the different plugins and all the different instruments. So, when it comes to, music, I just stick to the old things, I guess you could say. I like listening to the old mixtape Wayne. And, the old Wayne, if rap can get back to that, it's like Lil Wayne, man, did nothing but watch TV, and he used to say some of the wildest things, and I was catching it back then, but people was, I'm still stuck on the one line that Wayne say. He said I hit people in the head like Vonage. And you know how many times I seen that commercial? You know how many times I seen that commercial? And it never came to me like that. So I'm feeling to go back and listen to the old stuff like Wayne, old Gucci Mane, Jeezy from 101 to 103, Michael Jackson, Sam Cooke, the Beatles, like like Elvis. Man, it's a lot, man. I had to teach myself about music. I didn't grow up in a family who played music like that. So, I only thought it was rap. I thought it was just rap until I got shot and had to be in the hospital. I was in the hospital for almost a year, and that's why I learned about music, different artists, and so many different genres. It's a lot of good music. I just like the old stuff, really.
Yeah, you mentioned you got shot. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, man. I got shot in 2007. I got shot the day after my brother. My brother got killed May 22nd, and I got shot May 23rd. And I got shot 9 times. I died twice. I got shot May 23rd. I woke up June 5th.
Man.
ICU. It was some street stuff, man. That's what I was focused on back then.
So
that's what it was all about.
Your brother died the day before you got shot.
Right, the day before I got shot. I came home from the hospital, because I was at the hospital, and I came home. I went to the bar. You know how people play bottles with, well, I don't know, but sometimes people drink and they put bottles and candles and stuff where the person died at.
Yeah.
So after I came from the hospital from him, I went to the bar. I got something that he liked. I drank it. I went in the house. I came out. I was drunk, and my mother, she looked out the window and she was like, "Come back in the house. Don't leave out the step." I said, "I'll be back. I gotta take care of something." My brother got shot. Oh man. Sorry about that. It's real with me. My brother got killed on the block we grew up on, up the street. And I picked a bottle there, and I wanted to go look for some weed. Ain't nobody had no weed, so I went to a whole nother part of our neighborhood. And the whole time I was going to the weed man, it was somebody following us. Because I remember seeing the car everywhere we went. I seen them because we was walking. It was me and a couple homeboys. And I mean, even though I was drunk, I remember saying it. I seen it like, damn, I keep seeing this car. And on the way back, coming back up, my homeboy had stopped and tied his shoe in the middle of the street, and the car pulled up on him and said something to him. So my homeboy come up there and say, "Yo, the dudes in that car say that," he say, "niggas ain't making money on 21st no more." I'm like, "What?" So we just kept walking. So the dude who told him that was coming down the street now. So he out the car. And my homeboy's like, "Yo, that's the nigga that was driving the car right there." So in my mind, like, man, this dude say anything. We just gonna have to. I mean, yo, it's 12 in the afternoon, man. The sun. I mean, it's cameras everywhere. Mm-hmm. It's broad daylight. We across the street from the graveyard. So I'm talking about soon as we get like maybe 4 or 5 feet from him, man, what's up? He didn't say nothing. He got a big coat on, and it was warm that day because ain't none of us had no coat on. But being drunk, I didn't, ask myself, why this nigga got a coat on? So he rips the coat off. He had a big gun. I remember cocking it back, and my 2 homeboys. The crazy thing is, they run right past him. Like, they run directly past him. And me, I run, the other way. He could have, not wishing it, but he could have shot them. I'm talking about he could have shot them in the head. That's how close they was.
Wow.
But he didn't shoot me. He shot me. He shot me in my ankle. I remember getting hit in my ankle first. And when I got hit in my ankle, I got hit by a car. I was crossing a busy street. Yeah, I got hit by a truck, and I just remember him keep hitting me, and I can feel him coming in, like the bullets entering, and I can just see him. The dude just kept walking. He was shooting it, and he was walking up on me, and in my mind, I'm like, yo, why is this nigga walking? He just walking right up on me, and whoever was driving the truck, he rolled over top of me, like covering, like my head and like part of my chest. I got hit in my chest, but I didn't get hit like in the heart.
Yeah.
But he ran over my hand and he broke my fingers. But I mean, I was good looking. And the crazy thing is, this broad day, like, this person shooting, no mask on. And he had to really hate me.
Yeah.
I had to really do something to this guy. And the crazy thing was, I never remember seeing him ever in life. And you know, but I mean, that was the streets though. That was, you know, that was what I enjoyed at that time. I mean, not that part, but I enjoyed the street life and everything that came with it. And that came with it. Jail come with it. Death come with it. So, you know, I gotta, you know, I can't have all the ups. I can't just enjoy all the ups. I gotta, you know, accept the downs too.
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing to learn, but you know, I learned.
Yes, sir. Man, it's miraculous that you're still here with us, man. So
it's a blessing.
Yeah,
it's a blessing. You know, I used to say I was lucky. I used to always say, man, I'm lucky, man. And then my mother and my aunt said, no, it's a blessing. You had somebody praying for you. So, you know, I like to always say, you know, I'm blessed. It's a blessing. I ain't lucky. It's just, you know, it's a blessing. Because I can't understand, you know, I mean, I still think about it. I can't understand or, you know, why I'm still here, man, because I done did a lot of stuff, man. And, you know, I done known some people who was just, you know, innocent bystanders that got shot once, and that was all it took. Yeah. For some reason, man, you know, God gave me 2 chances. I died twice.
Right.
And, man, I can't figure it out, and I ain't gonna keep questioning them. But, you know, they do cross my mind from time to time.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, like, what are you doing with your new chance? Are you using your gifts to, you know?
I'm gonna keep it that way real with you, man. When I was in the hospital, man, you know, one of the hardest things I had to learn to do was learn how to sit up in the chair, because sitting up in the chair was so painful for me. Like, just to I could actually feel my blood moving, like flowing through my body once I sat up. Once I stood up, it was one of the hardest things. So when you trying to get over something, you be like, God, if you just help me, I swear I'll never do this. God, I'll never do that. God, I'll never do this. I'll never do that. I made a lot of promises, man. And when I got up at the hospital, you know, I mean, because I had to learn how to write my name. I had to learn how to spell my name. I had to learn so much stuff. You know, I mean, everything was like brand new to me. And then when I got out, I didn't recognize nothing. And I remember my best friend, like my brother, before he passed away, he had just got his house. And he was like, man, you can move with me. So I moved with him the first day out the hospital. I mean, I still can't walk. There's a lot of things I couldn't do. And I was back in the environment that I told God I was never going to be in. I would never participate in. But it got to the point where it's I mean, you know, I'm not no genius. I'm not no smart guy. But I was good at something, and I was put back into that area to be good at it again. I mean,
yeah.
And even though I was like, man, I always told myself, I'm not gonna do this shit, man. But you gotta survive. I mean, I couldn't work. I couldn't do nothing. But like I say, I ain't make no excuses. I put myself back in that position. And, you know, God had to teach me again. So, you know, maybe a year later, I had lost my right ankle. I had to get my ankle amputated. So now I'm back in the hospital again. I'm back in the bed again. I'm back in the same position I was last year. And I'm saying the same things. God, look, help me with this. God, help me with that. But when I got out, you know, I I had to learn how to walk again. And, well, I never learned how to walk because he told me I was never going to walk again. So I had to learn how to walk. And once I learned how to walk, I had to find something, man, besides the street stuff, you know, that I like, and go ahead, and just dive. And it took a while until I found music again. And, you know, I just been trying to go as hard as I could in the music. But I've been trying to, you know, help the elderly, because while the whole time I was in the hospital, like in Baltimore, when you learn how to walk or you get in rehab so you can learn how to use your body again, they put you in nursing homes. And, man, I was in nursing homes for maybe 6 months, man. And that's not a place where you want to be. Like, I can see why, you know, the elderly don't like to be in there, man, because it's death every day. And then there's families, man, who, you know, you got people fighting over cars and homes. And I'm like, yo, this man dying and y'all worrying about his possessions. And, so what I like to do, man, I like to try to go back to the nursing home. I ain't rich, I ain't famous, I ain't nothing. But I learned these elderly people don't have family to come see them. And if I come there and spend 10, 20 minutes with them, you know, or, you know, go to church with them, they be having pastors come to the hospitals, man, that'll brighten that day up. So I just try to, you know, go to that nursing home that I was in and, you know, speak to all of the elderly and, you know, eat dinner with them and do church with them and just put that smile on their face because it make me feel good. And, you know, we don't talk about nothing but, you know, what they got going on. And I ain't nothing but the news, Young and the Restless. I still never watched it, but, you know, I make do for them. You know, I might watch a couple minutes of it, but, you know, that's what I do with my second chance, man. I try my best to bless them because it got to be a reason I'm here, and I'm trying to figure it out. So, you know, it was the reason I was sent to that nursing home. So that's where I go to, you know, try to bring a smile to their face, man. Try to.
How much of your life are you putting in your records?
Man, I'm putting enough in it that don't give scale time. I'll tell you that. I try to put all of, well, I put a lot in it. Again, I put enough in it that won't get me no jail time. But I try to be as raw as possible, man. I'm not trying to save nobody. I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not that. I'm just trying to get my life and the things I've been through and the ups that I had. And you know, on the other side of the song is the downs. You know, just like the song I dropped, street-korner-muzik. That was just a lot of stuff I try to push to the back of my mind to damn near push out my mind. And then I ran to a homeboy and, you know, we was talking and all of it came back up and it had me feeling some type of way. And I didn't know people looked at me like, you know, like I forgot about them or, you know, I stopped, you know, caring about people. It wasn't that. I just had to get out of, you know, them circumstances. Even though it had nothing to do with the streets, it was just, you know, it would have been nice, they say, just to hear a hello or make sure I'm still alive and stuff like that. And, you know, that song, I just tried to get, it was deeper than that. I had to go back and take some stuff out because, you know, it was, you know, I let my mother hear it. It was a little too, you know, too raw. But like at the beginning of it and at the end of it, it's like clips from the news. Mm-hmm. I swear I should always tell people. I used to tell my mother. I say, these police is not what you think, because my mother, I love her, but for some reason she think the police is, you know what I'm saying? She think they, you know, and I'm like, Ma, it's not. I'm telling you, they're not what you think. And she said, it's not all of them. I'm telling her, every one of them police is bad, every one. And a lot of people didn't want to believe that. So, and the first beginning of the song is them police who used to, you know, protect or whatever they was doing our neighborhood, and it lets you know what they was into. So I put that on, you know, at the front and at the end, to let them know, like, y'all think we the bad guys, they the bad guys. You know, I mean, these are the ones who I mean, they was getting people murdered, like, for real. So, you know, I just try to, you know, put all the realness I can without offending people, like people I know personally, and or, you know, getting someone in any type of trouble. Like, but I like to put as much realness as possible.
For sure. I mean, is it liberating? Is it setting you free?
Man, no, it ain't setting me free, man. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I ain't looking for that. You know, it's just, I mean, you know, every song I got, it can get deeper than that. You know, it can be a part two. You know, I'm just, just trying to get my little life story out there, man. You know, I ain't even looking for freedom, if you can say that. I ain't looking for it. I'm just looking to, you know, let them know how it go down in Baltimore. It's more deeper than the wire, really. I mean, it ain't all bad, but it ain't all good.
Steph. So what makes your new single, Street-Korner-Muzik, different from anything else you've recorded in the past?
Well, what makes it different is I'm not talking about myself, and I'm not talking about myself. I'm not, quote unquote, glorifying drugs or you know, any of that. I'm just letting people know that it's hard where we come from, and I know, you know, the lifestyle that we live ain't good, but these are things that we go through. You know, I got a homeboy who got killed by the police, shot by the police in front of his girlfriend. Whole time she pregnant, ain't nobody know. He had twins. He never knew that he was a father, and they'll never get to meet this guy. You know what I'm saying? But that girl, I mean, he'll never get to hug him, kiss him. He'll never get to love him. You know, you would have to tell him that he loved you. I mean, but, you know, even though he would have loved him, but, you know, I mean, it's so real, man. And I was just trying to let people know that it was really something personal, to be honest. Like, I was sending it to some people I used to be around, and used to hang around. It was really a song for them, to let them know I ain't forget, and yeah, I've been hearing about it. I know what's going on, and I liked it so much. I just you know what? I'm gonna just you know, put it on title and all that, I ain't gonna put it on SoundCloud or because really, like I say, the first version of it was way more like deep, and I actually sent it to them, and they was like, "Damn, yo, it was good," but I had to, I had to, take some of that out because it was, I mean, if some of the police would have heard it, they'd have been on me. They'd have been harassing me. So I had to really take some of the real dirt that they was throwing out because I didn't even want to be harassed by them. You know what I mean? I ran into Young Tego, who made the beat, and I was like, man, I really like this song. It's personal. It ain't no club song or nothing like that, but it's something real, and I would like to share with as many people as I can.
Most definitely. All right. When you listen to something like your older music, do you feel those songs still hold up to like what you currently are talking about in your music?
I mean, some stuff. I mean, back when I was rapping, like I say, I used to try to. It wasn't more like I ain't no conscious rapper. I ain't never been one of them. I ain't no smart guy. I ain't, I'm a street person, but I wasn't. How can I say? I wasn't like all my songs weren't about street stuff. I was trying to think of the most craziest things. Like I say, I was on that Wayne, because Wayne was hot, and Wayne had so much songs, but he was saying some of the wildest. I mean, some of the stuff. And I used to want to make people think, like, damn, yo, what's on this nigga mind? Like, that's how I used to try to come, but not in no conscious way. It was more of, like not comparing myself to Wayne, but something like how Wayne, was doing, just rapping and just trying to be all over the place. And in my music, that was like at the beginning. And then I started listening to more of the Jeezy and the Gucci Mane, and I was like, damn, not taking their styles, flow-wise, but talking more about the street stuff. And from then on, it just been, more of that type of music, more of I say a real life type of music, because that's all I really know is street stuff. Like I tell people, I say, man, I used to be stupid, like, and not the good stupid, the bad stupid, because I was so small. I was so small-minded. I was a block dude. I never been off the block. I mean, the furthest I ever been was to a club or something. Like, I only thought you could die by getting shot, stabbed, being old, disease. But I mean, there's other ways you can die. I only thought it was rap music. Like I had never heard rock and roll, or I never understood it or whatever. And then I had to learn, like, I mean, rock and roll was black music. I mean, I was small-minded, and once I became, knowledgeable, I wanted to learn music. I wanted to learn everything I could find on the internet. I just learned it.
Yeah.
And I believe that's what, a lot of artists should do. They should try to understand the music so they can understand the culture. Sorry for going on.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Sure.
All right, guys. Are y'all ready for some music? We have King-Harlem with this song, Street-Korner-Muzik, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
We found the elected mayor sitting in the county jail. He was in office a month and a half when he was arrested in an undercover sting and charged with selling oxycodone. He denies dealing drugs.
Baltimore City police officer pleaded guilty to dealing drugs. Officials say in many instances he did so while in uniform.
Sergeant who did whatever he wanted, sold drugs, others sold guns. As one former detective said, we did whatever we wanted. Keeping replica guns to plant on people in case they fought back. Detective Jamel Rayam admitted officers would sell guns back onto the streets. Rayam testified how he gave a relative his police vest who used it to commit a robbery. They split $12 grand.
Robbing drug dealers of cash and guns, some even of selling heroin. The 7 officers are charged with racketeering.
But I'm the bad guy.
There you go.
Hi. Is this what you see when you look at us? Niggas out shit thugging with the Grim Reaper. Stay with a casket on. Fully loaded nigga, fully automatic. Believe that. Is this what you see when you look at King? Trap live. Yeah. When we in the trap with some targets. Know some bad bitches used to steal out talking. We was down bad, had to steal from market. Really dump, had to burn the junkies. Fake for some real money. Really out, chasing honey. In the band, though, I swear the house was honey. In the kitchen, water whipping, trying to catch a ghost. Rap gangster when they really I put on for my woe. I put on for my code. I put on for my zone. What's on? To your head. Oh. Make your stomach hurt. Go. You need a bag. You a scumbag. Yeah. Smoking on the lab pad. I don't smoke weed out of dime bags. Dutchie 4 grams, catch a contact. Ain't talking money, ain't no callback. Yeah, I get that ham, then I fall back. I'm the same youngin' with the heart. Middle finger to 12, I wish him all. Really seen him in the head. Never know his son, never see his daughter. Never love his son, never kiss his daughter. Putting people out the house cause they ain't got no water. What the f*** is going on? We need some water. Trump getting up. Bill with the jail. Police in my city out here selling. Popping, selling. It's ill. Yeah. 12. Yeah. Swear my city real. Yeah. Wicked. A million dead roses to all the victims. Forever love. Rest in peace. For all my haters. Twice. Guess God owed me a favor. It was mama prayers. She saw me walking with the Stainers. It's mama baby. It's mama baby. Free my old job. I love it. Free Big Sam. Yeah. Holla. Eat, little dummy.
The Baltimore Police Department that asked the FBI to investigate. Now, one of their own could spend the rest of his life in prison if convicted of felony drug and gun charges. Baltimore police officer 41-year-old Daniel Redd is accused of being one of the masterminds in a conspiracy to distribute heroin across the city after it was shipped in from Africa. Redd and 4 others are named in a 7-count grand jury indictment. It says Redd made drug deals while on duty at the Northwest District where he's assigned to patrol. Federal agents arrested him there on Tuesday morning. In one of the most brazen accounts mentioned in the indictment, prosecutors say Redd walked right out of the Northwest police station wearing his full police uniform to another part of the parking lot where he then handed off an undisclosed amount of heroin. The men go on to talk about getting a big brick or a kilo.
All right. We are back again. That was King-Harlem with Street-Korner-Muzik. Man, that's what you call reality music right there. Definitely what's going on in a lot of cities and a lot of street corners. I'm telling you, just open your eyes. They're all not good. All of them, you know, and they're all not bad. But that, what he was talking about, it definitely goes on. All right, when trouble comes along, being positive about them will not suddenly and magically change your situation. But the important thing is being positive will change you. It will give you the ability and the strength and the positive energy to deal with whatever situation you may be facing. Positive thinking does not achieve anything by itself. Instead, it enables you to achieve the things you decide to achieve. There are alternatives to thinking positively. You can be angry, resentful, or depressed. You can put an enormous amount of energy into feeling sorry for yourself. And what will these things get you? They won't get you anything useful at all, and they could easily make the situation worse. When you find yourself in a hole, the first step is to stop digging. When things are bad, don't make them worse by adopting a negative attitude. Look for the positive. It is most certainly there. See it, follow it. Being positive does not take any physical effort, yet it will lead you to take a positive action, and that can make all the difference in the world. Take that from me, Dini-Mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. But for right now, let's bring back the man of the moment, King-Harlem. You're back live with us. Dope record, man. Dope record.
Hey, I wish I had the name, man. You need to sit down with Steve Harvey, man. Really. No, I'm being real, man. Hey, we need more of the positivity, man. We need more of that, man. We need that on these airways, man. Seriously. And not the, but I was calling my local radio station, and I was telling them, man, hey, you know, this was like a couple weeks ago when the pandemic was real heavy. I was like, hey, man, I mean, can one of y'all just, you know, stop all the music and just say a prayer? You know, I know everybody ain't, I mean, I ain't Christian, but I know everybody ain't Christian, but I mean, you know, sometimes people need to hear some, you know, some positivity or, you know, or a prayer. And they would not do it, man.
Yeah.
I was like, man. They was like, they got gospel stations for that.
Oh, man. It's crazy.
It's not even about that right now. It's not even about gospel, AM. It's not even about that. It's about the people. But I just wish I had you know, a little more of the influence. Though they could have just gave a little prayer, a little prayer. It ain't had to be nothing deep or, you know, serious. Right. I mean, you know, just a little something, man. Give people a little hope, man. Because you never know what somebody going through.
True that, man.
Sorry about that, but.
Oh, you good? Well, man, let our listeners know where they can connect with you online.
Well, you can connect with me at king-harlem Shakur on IG, and King-Harlem Smith on Facebook, and at Buckley ENT on Twitter. Yeah.
All right, cool deal.
And,
go ahead.
I want to say, my bad. I want to say one more thing, because a lot of people ask me, "Are you from New York?" No, I'm not from New York. I'm from Baltimore City. The name comes from back in the day when we was hustling. We used to always say, "Man, we getting money like Harlem in '87. We get money like that." And one day I just broke it down that, you know, it's hate all rats, love easy money. Acronym: hate all rats, love easy money. Harlem. I mean, that's what it was. That was the name of the block. Before my brother got killed on it. We named the block after him. And I was like, well, I'm going to take Harlem. I ain't going to let that, you know, the name Harlem just, because Harlem really meant something to us.
Mm-hmm.
And, but that's where the name comes from. And Trap Life, that also is an acronym. It stands for the, The real always prosper. Love. Hold on. The real always prosper. And I can't even remember right now. Sorry about that.
That's what's up, man. And listeners, just in case you need those links, we will have them in the description of this episode. So all you have to do is click the links and it'll take you right to it. Well, King Harlem, I definitely want to thank you for being on our show tonight, man. It was a truly honor talking to you, man, hearing your insight.
I appreciate it. Oh, my bad. It's the real always prosper. Love is forever. That's what trap life. When I say it, that's what it means.
Yeah. I love it.
I got that from Tupac. How Tupac used to make words mean something.
Right, he did. That's what's up, man.
I appreciate this, man.
Oh, most definitely, man. I appreciate you, man. Keep going, bro. Keep going. We definitely need guys like you in the game.
Right. We need people like you in the game, too, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. All right, man. Well, be safe out there. Wear a mask. This thing's not over with yet. And keep pumping them records out.
Appreciate it.
Most definitely.
Y'all be blessed.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to theradio@only1mediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the number one rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.